America has always had a complicated love affair with speed, power, and rebellion, and nowhere is that more visible than in the performance cars that once roared across highways and drag strips before quietly fading into history. Some were victims of emissions rules and insurance crackdowns, others were ahead of their time, and a few were simply too bold for the market they entered. But together, they form a forgotten chapter of American performance culture that still fuels passion decades later. Think back to the raw attitude of machines like the Pontiac GTO Judge, a car that took the original muscle car formula and injected it with wild graphics, big block torque, and an unapologetic street presence, only to see its era cut short as regulations tightened. Or the Buick GNX, a stealthy black coupe that shocked the automotive world in the late 1980s by using turbocharged V6 power to outrun many V8 rivals, proving that brute force wasn't the only path to dominance. Then there was the Plymouth Superbird, with its towering rear wing and pointed nose, a NASCAR-inspired monster built to win on the track and intimidate on the street. Yet so radical, the dealers struggled to sell them at the time, making it a legend only in hindsight. The Chevrolet Impala SS of the mid-1990s brought muscle back during an era obsessed with imports, blending full-size comfort with serious V8 authority. And while it gained a cult following, shifting consumer tastes soon pushed it aside. Cars like the Ford Mustang SVT Cobra R represented a purist's dream, stripped of luxuries and built for track dominance. But their limited production and uncompromising nature meant most Americans never truly experienced them. Even the AMC AMX, born from a smaller manufacturer willing to challenge Detroit's giants, packed performance and style into a compact, aggressive package that couldn't survive long-term against better-funded rivals. The Dodge Magnum SRT8 briefly revived the idea of a family hauler with true muscle car DNA, combining wagon practicality with tire-shredding power. Yet it disappeared as quickly as it arrived, leaving enthusiasts wondering why such bold ideas rarely last. Cadillac's CTS-V wagon told a similar story, pairing European handling aspirations with supercharged American muscle in a body style the market claimed it didn't want, despite critics and fans praising its brilliance. The Chevrolet SS, imported quietly from Australia, offered one of the purest rear-wheel drive V8 sedan experiences of the modern era, but minimal marketing and shifting buyer priorities doomed it to obscurity. And then there's the Ford Thunderbird Super Coupe, a supercharged experiment that hinted at a different future for American performance, one that valued balance and innovation as much as raw displacement, yet never fully caught on. What connects all these machines is not just speed, but timing, each one colliding with economic pressures, regulatory changes, or cultural shifts that reshape the auto industry, especially as fuel crises, safety standards, and environmental concerns began to redefine what performance could look like. Some experts argue these cars failed because they ignored market realities, while others believe they were sacrificed too quickly before buyers had time to understand what made them special. Today, collectors and enthusiasts look back at these lost legends with renewed appreciation, seeing them not as mistakes, but as brave experiments that kept American performance alive during uncertain times. Their stories remind us that innovation often comes with risk, and that the cars we miss the most are sometimes the ones that dared to be different, which is something worth remembering the next time you hear the echo of a V8 fading into history.